So it seems like the ATF director is, I don't know, stupid? Is that fair to say? I mean, I'm not really sure at this point. He says, I don't know how many times during his speeches. And at this point, he is not even understanding what he is asking us to do. To the point where he got in front of an entire congressional committee and just talked like he has no clue. If there's one thing that us in the Second Amendment community understand, it's that we cannot rely on our government for protection. Not with your life, not with your money either. Throughout our life, the dominance of the US dollar was unquestioned, but that may be changing. Banks are failing left and right, and the government is discussing taking total control of your money with this new digital dollar. Don't let your life savings become a casualty of falling corporations or currency war. Now is the time to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your wealth with physical gold and silver. They have the finest products, amazing customer service, and an amazing buyback commitment. American Hartford Gold also has a 5-star rating from thousands of reviews. So when you call, tell them that I sent you, and they'll give you up to $5,000 worth of free silver on your first order. So call them now. Click the link in the description or call 844-940-0662. Once again, 844-940-0662 or text HEAVY to 65532. A big thanks to American Hartford Gold for sponsoring today's video. Everyone, welcome back. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome also to the people who are seeing this first on Patreon. If you want to join, we'd love to have you. We have a great community there. We'll put a link below the video for that. But as always, if you love the Second Amendment, if you believe that your rights should not be infringed on, especially by the ATF, hit that subscribe button, the bell. Make sure you don't miss anything new. So this whole pistol brace thing is really creating a little bit of a debacle with every American who owns one of these pistol-style ARs. Or, yeah, I guess that's what people want to call them nowadays. And I'm sure everybody knows this, but if you don't, after May 31st, if you own one of these, I don't even really know how to say it, a semi-automatic pistol that has a brace on it, you are considered a felon. Isn't that great? I mean, you don't even have to go rob a liquor store to do that. You don't even have to be a criminal nowadays. You just get on the wrong side of the ATF or maybe miss a few news articles, and then boom, you're a felon. Congrats. I mean, honestly, I really don't know how you guys are going to enforce this. If you plan on going around to just neighborhoods like you're doing with these FRT triggers, and you're just planning on starting to collect all this stuff, I really don't even know what to say. Good luck. But I figured I'd bring something up and just play a video real quick. Because this is all what we thought was happening.
Also can be detachment. So in other words, we don't count, that's not for us to regulate. If somebody simply, we wrote the rule to make it easy to comply with. If somebody just at their home detaches the weapon from the brace and keeps them apart, they do not have to register anything. They can keep the brace, they can keep the business end of the gun.
Okay, that's a great clarification. So you're not going to do some kind of constructive prosecution where you say, oh, well, you had this and you had that and you intended to connect them?
Keeping them, I mean,
they can just keep them separately?
Them as we
keep them separately.
But
okay.
Okay, that is the director of the ATF. So what this means is that if this was a pistol-style AR, all you would have to do is take the brace off. This is obviously a stock. We're allowed to do this according to the ATF, but all you'd have to do is take this off and you could have the rest of the gun and you're good to go. That's what everyone thought, right? Oh no. But can we go over how stupid this is for a second? Do they know how easy it is to take these off? I mean, do they? It's like 2 seconds, literally. Don't even need tools. So why enforce something like that? But it gets even better. Then the ATF comes out with this. Do you know there are options for compliance with ATF final rule who gives a shit? Addressing stabilizing braces. Remove the short barrel and attach a longer rifled barrel. I'm not even going to start with the grammar on that. Rifled? It's not like one of your kids rifling through a cookie jar. Do you mean attach a longer rifle barrel? Idiots? This is the ATF, folks. This isn't me just talking crap. This is what they're putting out for the public. Continuing. Another option is permanently remove and dispose of the brace, turn it in, destroy it, or register tax-free by May 31st. Oh, that's super clearish. Let's just start with this before we get into the legality of all of this. Now, I'm not an attorney and I'm not going to give any legal advice on this. But if you don't spend your entire day on the internet looking for every single update from the ATF, there is a plausible cause of deniability when it comes to understanding what they're talking about. Maybe all you saw was the interview with the ATF director. He told me all I had to do was separate it and I could throw it the other end in the room somewhere and then I could keep this to go to the range with. What are they going to say? Oh no, sir, you missed the other 40,000 updates we gave on this. No, people have crap to do. I don't even look at this stuff that much. Permanently remove and dispose of the brace. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You and the ATF director, are you guys on separate teams here? Because I'm pretty sure he just said this.
If somebody just at their home detaches the weapon from the brace and keeps them apart, they do not have to register anything. They can keep the brace, they can keep the business end of the gun.
So who do we listen to? Do we listen to the ATF on Twitter? Do we try to read through the 340-something page manual that y'all wrote about this? Or do we take the ATF director's word on it? I mean, that's too many options for me, especially on something that we could possibly be a felon for. Which is it? And why are we just finding out about it now? A couple days before? The last one is my favorite, and I'm going to explain why this is so stupid. Permanently remove and dispose of the brace. Turn it in, destroy it, or register it tax-free by May 31st. Obviously, you don't mean register the brace. You're talking about registering the entire thing. But why would someone want to keep the stabilizing brace if they're registering it as a short-barreled rifle? They would get rid of it anyways. They don't need it. Let's just show something fun here for a second, just so the ATF can really understand how stupid they are. Once again, let's say this is one of their pistol ARs that they're trying to get us to register with a stabilizing brace on it. Because you're thinking that you're not going to be able to regulate every single American's home all the time, and you're scared that when you're not looking or when they're just playing with their own stuff, that they'll reattach it. Let me show you something cool, okay? So if this regular AR was a pistol AR and I had taken the brace off of it, do you understand that our other AR-15s have regular stocks that we can take off to like clean the gun? Maybe I want this stock on one of my different ARs. So let me get this right. You knock on my door and you say, well, we have concern that you have one of these pistol braces. Okay, sick. And you look at my door and you see this on my counter. I got a fan on, so I'm using it as a paperweight, cleaning my ARs. You're going to make me a felon for having a pistol brace that is detached, but not this? Guys, it's really time to look at what you're doing. You guys are so stupid, it's just not even funny. Actually, you know what? I got a better scenario. Let's say that I want a new stock for my AR and I buy one off a website. Perfectly legal to do because the ATF does not handle accessories, or at least that's what we thought. Now it sounds like they're just introducing a whole new line of what they do at the ATF. I mean, are you gonna start putting serial numbers on stocks? See how stupid this is? I mean, let's use the example I just used. I order a stock off a website for my AR. You guys knock on the door. I got it on the counter because I just got it out of the box. Oh no, that's a stock. No, it's all good. It's not a stabilizing brace. Once again, the sad part about this is all of this stuff that is going on in America. And this is what we're doing. This is what we're focusing on. And here is the raw reality of this. People will become felons because of this. They're going to pick on some people who have no means to pay for a lawyer, who screw up and say something when they get a knock on the door, and they are going to make them a felon over plastic and Velcro, over something that was legal, that we all bought legally. Makes me sick.